Throughout football history, wise men have congregated to bring you the best stats, predictions, and analysis of the game. These are not those men. 3 derelict Oakland Raiders fans expelled from clown school for shaping inappropriate balloon animals at children's birthday parties and borrowing the school clown car to attend a Murphy's Law gig in Brooklyn. With no ambitions outside of rodeo barrel racing and the Shiner Circus, they made their way to the rolling hills of northwestern New Jersey and established a home at the Irish Cottage Inn. Surrounded by Jets and Giants fans, they called in reinforcements and established a circus sideshow of their own, known as the New Jersey chapter of the Black Hole. Join the party each week on the Fan Club Blitz, a wild ride into the world of die-hard football team fan clubs from across the globe with your hosts, Splatterhead, Fitz, and Tom, Clown School Rejects.
All right, the gang's all here.
Yes, we are.
So you're listening to the Fan Club Blitz, and we talk about football and some other stuff, beers,
other stuff,
sandwiches,
music, sandwiches,
Mostly other stuff, after unless there's
national monument.
Exactly. Unless there's another Khalil Mack type trade, we're pretty much almost footballed out this season.
Yeah. So today we're gonna interview our friend JT, president of the New York City Black Hole chapter, and it's going to be cool because he's in Oakland.
All
we'll
right.
be talking to him from Oakland. Well, we're in Jersey. He's in Oakland, and we'll get him on the horn here in a little bit. And
which I'm assuming he'll be partying with Rob and that whole crew tonight.
Oh yeah, they're gearing up for the party. So
that's definitely on the to-do list next year, boys. We gotta work on that.
Well, did you hear that the city of Oakland is potentially filing? They've been given the green light to file a lawsuit against the Raiders and the NFL.
Oh, to keep the name.
To keep the name, the colors, and it's a $500,000 suit just for them moving. So if that lawsuit goes through, there ain't going to be a next year because Mark Davis is going to tell him to go kick rocks and he's going to go find something else to play.
That'll be interesting.
So who knows? Maybe we'll be the San Jose Raiders next year. San Diego Raiders. I don't know.
Or who knows? You know what? Who the hell knows what goes on with all these morons behind the scenes? I mean, this is a ploy to get Oakland to pony up for a stadium, and who knows? Who knows? I don't think that's happening. Probably not. But, I mean, they are talking about, Oakland being like this up-and-coming yuppie-ish type place now. So, who knows?
Yeah.
But if they're not going to build a new stadium, then what good is having a name, the licensing rights, and all of that stuff? No team's going to move there because you're not going to build them a stadium.
Yeah, nobody's going to go play on that baseball diamond.
Yeah.
No.
The NFL's not thinking of expansion,
No, the next expansion the NFL gets is going to be in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be wonderful, too.
So, luckily, it's not going to be us.
No.
Yeah. Hello, Jaguars. Welcome to your new home.
Yeah,
exactly.
You'll from now on you'll be known as the Jaguars.
Yeah.
Jaguar.
Yeah, your 8 road games are literally across the pond, there, kids.
Yep.
So, sorry about that.
So, and congratulations, England, if you end up with the Jaguars.
Yeah.
They're very colorful uniforms. I mean, you got to give them that. That's pretty much where it ends.
So we got a game coming up tomorrow, or Monday.
Monday night.
Yeah.
Monday
night.
Almost Tuesday for us.
It's weird doing these podcasts because we recorded last Saturday with the breaking news of Mac and everything else, but by the time our episode came out, it was old news.
Yeah, it was old news, and we sounded like idiots.
Yeah, but that's all right.
Yeah, by the time you heard about that, Khalil Mack is already retired from the Bears.
Don't we typically sound like idiots?
Yeah, we're supposed to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's the plan.
That was in the syllabus.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't have recruited these two if it was...
We're actually very, very intelligent. We play down for,
right.
show purposes.
Yeah.
We're still waiting for Fitz Jr. to get his license because Fitz Sr.'s been teetotaling for the last 3 episodes.
Yeah. My part-time job of being a taxi cab.
You notice you hear the horns and the car crashes more when he's not drinking.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's I have to vent somehow.
It's out of frustration. But we do have a game coming up Monday. By the time you guys hear this, that game will be over.
Yeah.
But I'm going to move right into my Bash the Media segment.
Okay.
Every once in a while, I can't watch the news, right? Because there's no such thing as news anymore.
No.
It's just these 24-hour,
sound bites.
The left has their channels, the right has their channels, and it's just a bunch of people spouting off their opinions, right? So I think, I don't turn on ESPN. I can't. And that's the same crap now.
Yes.
Yeah, because now they've jumped into. I got to hear political views from guys who couldn't even make a sports team, so they got a living talking about sports. Now they're talking about politics that I don't want to hear.
Not even that. It's just even the sports that they talk about is all crap.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I turned it on for a little bit last night. My father-in-law called me up, and he calls up to ask about a general question, but then he always wants to steer it into, did you see what Cory Booker said? No, I didn't. I don't care what he said. I don't care what any of these idiots said. Well, and then he proceeds to tell me what he said, and I still don't care.
Wasn't he a modern day Spartacus or something?
Yeah, whatever. He's like that's gonna. I'm like, okay, But in my head, I'm like, listen, this is a two-way street here. Both if the other guys were nominating somebody, then these guys would be asking idiotic things. It's just nonsense. All of it's nonsense, and I don't care about it. I'm watching sports stuff. So I had an NFL Network on. Have the Raiders played a game that I don't know about? Has John Gruden coached a game?
No.
Has Gunther, been involved in it?
No.
You'd think they have.
So nobody has any idea what this team's going to look like Monday night.
Nope.
Nobody except the team.
Yeah.
They know their scheme. They know their plan.
Exactly.
They know the plays.
Yep.
Nobody else. All right. So last season, before the season started, everybody had us going to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Raiders are the team. I mean, it was like we were the Dallas Cowboys, America's team.
All because we got one person.
Right.
We were going to the Super Bowl. Nobody was stopping us.
Right.
Plan the parade. Give us a trophy now, and it's September.
Right. So here we are this year. We basically have the same core people. We've vastly improved the receiving core.
Yes.
I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
We've we still have the same star quarterback, the same star running back, right?
Yep.
That came in last year.
Yes.
Right. Yep.
All right. Defense has obviously improved,
Yes.
right? We still have, as far as the offensive line, we still have a top 5 interior.
That's the only thing these dopes all can agree on.
Yeah, but
is we have,
but
pretty much, the best offensive line.
we now have one of the best minds in football coaching the team.
But wait,
right?
before you go any further, you have to take into consideration, they moved Penn to the other side of the line.
All right.
So I heard he
doesn't know how to brush his teeth.
He actually lines up facing the quarterback now.
Oh,
He doesn't even know what the hell to do.
Right. Yeah,
he's to the other side of the line. So there's a big hole there.
Yeah. So anyway,
Shoes are out backwards.
we've improved in all these areas. We've got last year we had an offensive coordinator that nobody knew but we were going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
This year, we know our offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Who basically is John Gruden,
Yeah.
right? But even the guy in that title, we know him.
Mm-hmm.
And these idiots are like, Raiders would be lucky to win 6 games.
That's,
I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. What? Because we got rid of Mac?
With Mac, we were going to go undefeated.
Exactly.
You didn't know that?
What was it in our third podcast? I threw out those things that I seen where it said Raiders over and under with wins was 8.5.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
And now all of a sudden, because Mac's not there, now over and under is 5.5.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
No. These guys are just.
Because the guy who's gotten less and less sacks over the last 3 seasons, but he was going to make that much of a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're killing me. Oh, but he had less sacks because he was getting double. They weren't going to double team him this year.
Yeah.
Come on.
What was going to change?
Yeah. Yeah. Wait to see how he gets double teamed in the NFC North.
And he got double teamed the season before, and he got double teamed the season before.
Yeah.
The fact is, he might have peaked already. Sorry to say.
Look, here's the
It
deal.
happens.
The Raiders have not taken the field.
No.
All right? No team in the NFL has taken the field. Now, the Raiders are a bigger mystery, which is what everybody should be saying. We have no idea.
Yeah.
Because we know what these other coaches have done. We have an idea of what Belichick's going to do this season. Yeah, sure, he's going to tweak some things, make some changes. We have a good idea what Andy Reid's going to do. Nobody knows what the Raiders are going to look like.
Nope.
He didn't show us anything in the preseason.
No.
Intentionally.
Yes.
And the defense looked great in the preseason. Guess who wasn't there? Mac.
Yes.
So
I heard they traded him. Is that true?
So here we go. We go into this season Monday night, and then, right? Then you can all talk about the next day. I have no idea what they're going to do.
No.
I don't. I don't know what this is going to look like.
No.
But I know that we have one good season, and in the last year the one thing we didn't need to change going into last season was our offense.
And we did.
And you still all said we were going to the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Before we even and that's after we lost every preseason game and looked like complete garbage.
Right.
And you still and now we go in, we look good in the preseason, even though we're not, and you can clearly tell we're not showing anything.
No.
And
we still won.
And these idiots on TV have us in the garbage bin.
Well, listen. First of all,
and we could be. We could be in the garbage bin.
Yeah, very well.
And I have no idea.
No.
I haven't seen the team.
Nope.
For one, they never, we were never the media darlings outside of the city of Oakland or California.
Well, last year we were.
Yeah, but they were bandwagon. They were just talking heads. But when it comes down to it, we're not liked. We never were. And now you throw in all these sportscasters. Even though, Gruden started out as a coach, he was a Monday Night Football guy. So now it's one of their own left to go back into football and is making huge cash, and they're jealous. So they're going to bash him. They're not going to give him anything that he deserves ahead of time.
That's the way we like it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's the way
That's the way I prefer it.
That's the way the Raiders like it. That's the way the fans like it.
Yeah, I hate that. I don't want any band. I don't want it. Don't pretend you love us. We know you don't. So just shut up.
Yeah. Now,
like you said, though, we don't know. They might go out. They might get their asses kicked on Monday.
They might go out and lay an egg. I have no idea.
They might do good. My only thing is, and I'm not going to make any predictions because I don't know. But the one thing I feel confident about is they're not going to be a lifeless, flat team like they were last year because of their head coach.
I don't know.
Because Gruden is not going to accept that.
That is exactly right.
That's what these guys on TV are saying. Yeah. They're going to be flat-footed.
Nope.
Gruden
is not going to accept that. He never has in his coaching career, and he never will. He won't stand for it.
Idiots. And that brings me into my next segue, into my next segment. This one's called "You're Dead to Me." All right? And I'm going to start off with 95.7 the game. You're dead to me. You're dead to me. Listen, I understand. Yeah, Greg Papa was a great announcer. I a lot of respect for the guy. He was fired. Now he's going to announce for the 49ers. Greg Papa, you're dead to me.
Yeah.
You're dead to me.
You're an announcer.
Now, everybody and Damon Bruce, you were already dead to me.
Yeah.
You're an idiot. All right, but now Joe Low Dibs, all these guys, they're all talking about who the better coach is, Shanahan or Gruden.
Yeah.
And every one of them, Shanahan. Listen.
Homers.
Listen, man.
Homers.
You're dead to me.
Yeah.
Who else is dead to me? Khalil Mack, you're dead to
Mack
me.
is dead to
You're
me.
on the Bears. Come back to the Raiders in a few years, and you can come back to life.
We'll talk. We'll see.
We'll see then. Right? You come back, you pull a Charles Woodson, good.
Yeah.
But until then, you're dead to me. I don't care about Khalil Mack. We're not going to talk about him on this show anymore. Unless he cripples Aaron Rodgers or something, that'll be something to talk about. But otherwise, I don't care.
But that has nothing to do with us.
No, exactly. No, really doesn't.
You
But
know.
so we won't talk about that either. Don't care.
We I just want to keep an eye on the Bears record to make sure we keep our
Get
draft
those
picks in
picks.
good standing.
Exactly.
And that's about the only thing I care about, Khalil Mack.
Yep. So you're dead to me.
Get 50 sacks for all I care. As
Yeah.
long as the Bears are 5-11, I don't give a how many I have.
And here's another one, and I don't like to do this. And some people might say I shouldn't do this, but I'm going after another Raiders podcast now. I listen to a lot of them. All right. Some I listen to, and they're just so I can get more Raiders stuff when the other ones aren't on. My big ones are obviously Raiders Fan Radio, Pillaging Podcast.
Yeah.
The new Just Win Ladies, which is a pretty good show. It's two gals that big Raiders fans, good football minds, and they just starting out. It's a newer podcast, but they're good. Listen, Raider Nation podcast, Raider Greg. For the meantime, as of right now, until later noted, you're dead to me. Jesus Christ, man! I listened to this podcast, the recent one. Who pissed in your cornflakes, dude? Oh my God! The sky is falling. And then every other line. I don't want to sound like a pessimist. Jesus Christ, man!
But I'm going to anyway.
Just go back into the cave. You haven't released an episode in a while. Can you just wait until the team takes the field? I mean, you sound like these guys on TV, except you're like depressed about it. You're just and angry, and nothing's even happened yet. Okay, I get it. We got rid of Khalil Mack. I understand, but it's go be a Bears fan. Start a Bears podcast if you love Khalil Mack that much.
We got rid of who?
Right.
Who? Oh.
So, listen, I like the show. I like it when Greg and Randy are on. Greg, listen, man, I'm going to give you another chance after the game and see what happens. All right, but until then, listen, you're dead to me.
Oh my God! These guys, these the sports guys and the fans, the ones that are on that side, I've never seen such whiny little. They went from whining about Gruden to now whining about that guy we traded that's no longer a Raider.
Oh my God!
You know what? It's sickening that these guys were more optimistic and had more, more hope in the Raiders. Like when
Dennis
Hugh
Allen,
Jackson, Dennis Allen,
got Dennis
Tom
Allen,
Cable
they
were
were
our
all
head
excited.
coach.
Yeah.
Now we have a proven Super Bowl winner. No, worst move they ever made.
Well,
worst move.
All the people that are like all whiny about this, they're the ones that when all of a sudden we make this trade for Ryan Switzer from the Cowboys, and he's with the Raiders a month and a half, and we trade him to Pittsburgh. These are the idiots that post on Facebook, "Oh man, that sucks. I'm gonna miss him." What did he do that you're gonna miss it? Nothing. You never even seen the guy. And you're going to miss him?
Tom,
seriously?
I actually had to do a quick search because I forgot who the hell he was when I saw they traded Swift. I'm like, who? And I'm like, oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they traded Derek Carr.
Oh, that sucks. We're going to miss him. Why?
So,
because they're crazy.
Hey, William Nichols.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Listen, buddy. You need to go check out the Raider Nation podcast because it sounds like the same, it just sounds just like you on Facebook. All right, you're not dead to me, all right? But Jesus Christ, man.
Although I got to say, he did change his tune. He's trying to pony up after our Truth with Tom, and I'm just going to give the initials, but a big giant STFU.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the tune, Raider Nation, I'm just kidding around, guys.
I'm a Raider fan for life.
What do you mean? I smacked him down a little bit?
It was that, and nobody else was responding to him after.
Tom says, why don't you ask TFU? Aren't you a Bears fan now? Then all of a sudden, he's like, it's Raider. I'm with the team forever.
I actually almost wet myself when I read that because it just came out of nowhere.
I just think some people don't.
Yeah, I got a little pissed last week. I was smacking a lot of people around.
Yeah, no, Chuck and I we were discussing that prior to last week's podcast. We were getting at it.
Hell, man. I don't care you got a Raiders hat on or not. If you're an idiot, I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them out there.
You know?
You know what? It's like Chris Potts said to me, he had to send me the messages about, because it was getting on his nerves, and I agree with him. They're not real fans. They're the guy. Yeah, I got a Raiders hat. Yeah, I'm a Raiders fan. Hey, you gonna watch the game this weekend? What game?
Yeah,
exactly. They're those guys.
Yeah, like the other guy that I had this words with.
Yeah, we're thinking there might be other issues behind him.
Yeah. I don't get the Raiders on any channel. I like you. I was like, dude, I fucking live in the same place you do, man. I have the same channels.
Yeah.
Easy enough to plug in your phone, man.
Right.
And listen, this is obviously we're at our home base.
There's plenty of sports bars.
Exactly.
Every bar carries it. It's not like back like it was 15, 20 years ago.
You could watch the Giants game and at halftime see the highlights of the Raiders game.
Yeah.
Yes.
You still know what's going on.
And still know what's going on.
Yeah. You can listen on the radio.
Yeah.
There's stuff. Yeah.
15, 20 years ago, there was that like one bar, like in a 40 square mile radius that they got the games.
Yeah.
Now it's you drive up 23, docks, every place. Everybody has the games. It's not like you don't have. We're not in the Stone Age anymore.
There we
go. All right.
There we go.
But you know what? I just want to add on to your whole media thing here, and I don't listen to sports radio anymore because they're idiots. And I'm going to sum it up as far as.
I even stopped listening to sports radio because of the Yankees crap. These freaking people whining.
They're idiots. I can't listen to them anymore. And to sum it all up, the sports TV shows, you know what I'm watching? I went back to season 1 of Vikings. And there you have it. That's my whole sports wrap-up.
Yeah.
I don't even watch them because they're morons.
Yeah. I started watching Ozark season 2.
There you go.
Atypical. That's a pretty good one too. The autistic kid on Netflix. It's funny. They do it really well, so you can laugh at the autistic kid, and it's not bad.
Right.
It's it's.
So you're watching that instead of. You're watching sportscast
you
think might be autistic.
Listen,
and,
there's no football on.
No.
All right?
No.
I watched that game on Thursday.
The drying of the paint.
It was literally like watching grass grow.
It was good because it put me to sleep.
And, I I only watched part of it. I turned it on. I forget what I watched something, and I was getting tired. I'm like, put this game on for a little bit. And it was second quarter, right before halftime. And it felt like there was probably 4 minutes left. It felt like I was watching it for 6 hours. It was just the same crap on both sides of the ball. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Right. But once again, you had to appreciate the class of the Philadelphia Eagle fan. I mean, your team just brought you your first Super Bowl. Everybody's rah-rah, and they had the big whole chant. They were doing the Eagles song prior to kickoff. They didn't score enough points. The fans are booing the team at halftime.
Yeah, but they don't. I turned it off at halftime. I didn't get to see any of that.
I didn't get to see it either. I read about it the next day.
By week 11, they'll be packing batteries and snowballs and hitting people on the field.
Listen, when they win, they eat horse crap.
Nick Foles, you better keep your helmet on.
When they win, they eat horse turds.
Yeah.
So, what do you think of these guys? What can you expect from somebody who's, we won the Super Bowl. Yeah. I'm going to eat crap.
Yeah.
I'm going to knock over this chip display at what is it, Sheets?
Yeah. Yes.
Damn you, Doritos.
Yeah. It turns into it's like a giant convention of the Darwin Award winners all in one place.
All right. Let's move on. We got an interview coming up.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and give JT a call. All right, so we have JT from the New York City Black Hole chapter on the line now. What's going on, JT?
What's up, guys? How you doing today?
Doing good, man.
Pretty good.
What's happening?
You got
All right.
You got me. You got Fitz, and you got Tom. So we'll try and tell you which one's talking if we remember.
We usually don't.
Yeah, we usually like to pass off to Chuck. He's like the articulate one of the.
We just blurt it out.
Yeah.
You just got to follow along.
No problem.
So you are. Tell us where you are right now.
I am actually standing right in front of the Oakland Raiders headquarters,
All right.
which is about 7 miles from the airport.
Yeah. Right there in Alameda.
Really a discreet location. There's no signs coming in. You don't know where it is. Luckily, the cabs do, and they took us here. We were hoping to run into some players. We have 2 10-year-olds and a 7-year-old with us, so we would take them down here, hoping to run into some people. But ESPN is here, Monday Night Football. We just saw Jason Witten go in the building, so they must be conducting their interviews for the game Monday. So we just kind of walked around the lobby. It was cool. Good time.
Right on.
Cool. Very cool.
So you guys going to the big black hole party tonight?
Yes. Tonight at the Radisson. We went last year. It was great. We're going again this year. It's a really good time. They have a lot of the super fans, DJ, a lot of alcohol. That counts, right?
Yeah, it's good stuff.
And it's a really good time. We have our own table reservation. Last year we had Mama Lynch sit with us at our table, so that was an experience.
I bet.
That's one of Tom's favorites.
Looking
Mama
forward
Lynch.
to that tonight.
All right,
Yeah,
right
looking
on.
forward to that tonight.
Right on. So how many guys went out from New York City?
16.
Wow.
Nice.
16. We have 6 kids between the ages of 7 and 16. Keeping them busy has become a chore.
Did your dad roll out with you?
Yeah, Pops is out here, of course.
Yeah.
Pops is out here. He wouldn't miss it for the world. Most of us came yesterday. Some are arriving now as we speak to the hotel, checking in. And then we're going to head over to the Raider Image, kill some more time.
And money?
Then get ready for the party tonight.
Kill some time and money?
Yeah, a lot of money in that store, man. Oof.
Yeah.
So,
All right, cool, man. So now on to the New York City Black Hole chapter. How long you guys been around now?
we've been around since 2010. I took a trip out here, and we were tailgating with Rob, the original Black Hole, Rob Rivera. You guys know him.
Yep.
And, chatted with Rob for a while, and we exchanged numbers, and I got a call a couple of weeks later, and he said, how would you like to open up a chapter there? And I said, I would love to. It was challenging at first. Obviously, you guys know, being in Jets and Giants land, building up members. But we're north of 70, 80 members now. Not everybody comes to every game, but we do get about 30 to 40 weekly. So
Nice.
It took us time, but we've built up a nice reputation, and we have a blast doing it.
And you guys recently moved to a new location, correct?
Yes, we are now at Rookie's Bar and Grill on Austin Hill Road. We were at our previous location the whole time. We've changed 3 owners, and every time it was never an issue. It was always a problem. They always wanted to have us. And this year we ran into a couple of owners that wanted to try something new, wanted to go in a different direction. So we had to shop around and sell ourselves a little bit. And we landed on Rookies.
All right. Awesome, man.
So,
You still doing the wristbands? Because, man, that was dangerous last time we went out and hung out with you guys.
actually, I'll tell you what.
Our club loved the wristbands.
We're actually doing better than that this year with our new place. So we still have the wristbands, $20 open draft, $25 open bottle, $30 is open bar for the duration of the game from kickoff to final. But our new owner has added, every time we score, shots.
All right.
Now,
Which game are we coming to?
Exactly. Everyone?
Everyone. He said everyone, but not like we're not going to be pounding Jameson. He says some little light drinks and a little light shots, but something to throw in there. And I said to him, are you sure? I said, we signed Jordan Nelson this offseason. Are you sure you want to do that?
We're Raiders fans, right?
Right. We got Gruden back,
Yeah. Wow.
So that's a new place here, Lucas Bar and Grill on Office Road in Staten Island. And we're looking forward to it. Week 2, we're having free beer and free food. Kickoff party from 1 to 4. And then at 4 o'clock, we're going to go inside and watch the game.
Awesome, man. I'll tell you what, if week 1 wasn't 10:30 at night Monday game for us still here on the East Coast, we would have planned on going there for week 2 party.
I know. Well, you guys are always welcome anytime, any game, you know that. We would like to make a trip to you guys this year.
Yeah, definitely.
To reciprocate you guys coming last year, so we would like to reciprocate and come to you guys this year. We also owe Terry and Bar A. We also owe them a trip because they came to us last year as well. So we got to make a couple of road trips this year. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, we'll find a nice 1 o'clock game that you guys can come to.
Sure.
And then maybe when you guys make that trip down to Bar A, maybe we'll make it a joint venture.
Yeah, I was just going to suggest that. That's a great area.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, that sounds great. We'll make it a 3-ring circus.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully the stripers are still running. I'll hit a couple days before and fish before game time.
So, what outside of you making any other trips out to Oakland this year, or is this the big one?
This is it. We always do the home opener.
Right.
We usually do one other road game, but this year, the way the schedule fell with the holidays, there was really no other intriguing city that either we haven't been to already, or a stadium or a city that we were really looking forward to on the schedule this year. So this is the only game of the year that we plan.
All right. Well, I'm just going to throw it out there. If any of you guys from the New York chapter want to go to the Baltimore game, we do have a bus leaving from Jersey, and that there won't be any charge on that. So if you guys want to come,
okay, we did that 2 years ago.
Yeah, so
we did the Baltimore trip with the bus, and I'll tell you what, it was a miracle. I don't know how I did it. We went 5 a.m. went down there on the bus, all of us. I was home and in bed at 9:30 p.m. We did it in one day.
Yeah. Me and one of our guys went down with the Silver and Black Empire guys. If I would have known you were going, we would have gone with you. But I'll leave that alone.
That's a story for another podcast.
Yeah, that's a story for another podcast. But we did make that
Maybe
trip.
Off the record.
Yeah, we did that trip, and we went down in one day and came back the same day. And we same thing. We left there at like 6 a.m. and we were back in Manhattan at like 9 o'clock. So and we had a blast, man. Those DC Metro and the Virginia clubs, they really threw a hell of a party like that.
Yeah, they do. They're a lot of fun. They do.
Yep. So
what are we thinking about the game Monday? Let's talk some X's and O's.
I'll tell you what, man. We were just talking about all the idiots on the media that are already putting us at 6 wins for the season, and I'm like, has anybody seen a game yet? Have the Raiders played a game? Because I really don't know what to expect. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm hoping that we're going to go out there and really surprise some people. I mean, the Rams are a tough team. That's there's no joke. But look, it's Chucky's first time back at home. Regular season in Oakland.
He's going to have the juices flowing. He's going to have to get his own composure together, right?
And, we got all the Black Hole out there and the rest of Raider Nation, Wrecking Crew and just all the fans. It's going to be something, man. Monday night, under the lights.
Yep.
I'm hoping for the best, man. And I'm going to be...
Absolutely.
I'm going to be sitting here at this bar. I managed to weasel my way out of working on Tuesday because it's a late game for us, man. And
absolutely, of course it is, absolutely.
But
a couple of things I'm looking forward to seeing: Colton Miller at left tackle. If he could go one-on-one with Aaron Donald, or if he needs help, if they have to keep a tight end or running back, it's good. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. And then you got Von Miller week 2. So Colton Miller was thrown in the fire right away.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm also looking forward to seeing the middle linebackers.
Yep.
I want to see what they could do. I want to see if these guys could step up, stop the run, and what they could do. Hopefully, they don't have to do too much coverage. I hate when linebackers have to cover anybody. But I'm looking forward to those two positions. I think they're going to be young, key guys going forward.
I agree.
I'm really looking forward to seeing the defense just in general because look, yep. I got a lot of faith in Gunther. I think he's what this team has needed for a long time. But again,
right.
we don't know what the scheme's going to be. We really don't. Nobody does. All these talking heads on TV, on the radio, nobody has any idea, except for
I hear a lot of 4-3, 3-4, and that those three-headed monster. We have a rookie with Hurst, Hall, and
Key.
Key. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. Those three guys with those young motors. And Bruce Irving on the other side. I mean, that D-line all of a sudden looks pretty formidable.
Absolutely.
And they got some backups that can come in that tackle and give them a spell and rotate guys and keep them fresh. I mean, that's the key for the D-line, keeping them fresh legs.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that, man. I want to see what they do. I want to see what the scheme looks like, and I want to see. I'm really excited to see these young guys get out there, and because they fought their asses off in the preseason, and it doesn't mean much. But at the same time, like I said on the last show, before you start saying, they look good in the preseason, but against the second and third string, so how did we look last preseason? Terrible. And,
right.
And
like you said that with the Green Bay game, on all the sacks they had.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it was against a second string O-line, but for a confidence point of view for rookies, that's unmeasurable.
Yeah, and this is a second-string NFL O-line. This is not, the Pee-wee football team that, bunch of eighth graders out there. These are guys that have earned their spots onto that second string. It's they look good.
Right.
I mean,
they weren't facing Rutgers.
I think it's
From
a confidence point of view, I think it's a great thing.
Absolutely. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
One other thing I'm a little confused on is what is their identity exactly? So Gruden comes in and he signs 23 veterans over 30 years old. Makes you think he's going for it now. And then the whole Mac thing. Now it looks like you're building for Vegas. That you want stars when you go to Vegas with all these first-round picks. So I'm kind of confused as what is their identity? Are they going for it now, or are they building for Vegas? What do you think?
I think we're not going to find out until we see this team take the field. Honestly, and Mac, we don't talk about him anymore because he's on the Bears. But
I think the whole thing is I think Gruden went into this with signing like the older guys. As he at least wanted to cover himself with some experience, while plugging in a lot of young guys, and then getting the picks for Mac and everybody, and getting other stuff. And we had good picks this year. Once these guys get into the mix, you're not going to see those guys will dwindle throughout the years. Maybe by next year you won't even see half of them. Who knows?
Yeah, I honestly think the only message he was sending with the Khalil thing, getting the picks, the only message that I got from that is you're not going to hold our team hostage. We're not paying you that kind of money. You're not worth that kind of money. And that's it. I don't think it was a matter of we got to get rid of him to build for the future. I just think it was, listen, this is what we're offering you. If you take it, you're a Raider. If you don't, you're out of here. Goodbye.
I agree. I was surprised, but not. I wasn't annoyed by it. I mean, you can't give non-quarterback money.
No.
You can't give non-quarterback money to non-quarterback players. You can't do it. You're going to be cap-strapped for years.
You're absolutely right.
If you look at the teams that wanted him, the Rams, the Bears and the Jets. Those guys aren't paying their quarterbacks yet.
Right.
No.
So they have the room. What are you going to, if you're paying your quarterback, you can't afford him.
No.
No, and look, here's my thought. I think that it's a combination of both. I think that every head coach, if they're worth their salt, yeah, they want to win now, but they also want to build for the future. And I think it's a combination of the two. I think, yeah, of course, he wants to go out and win right away. He wants to go out and win, right out of the gates.
Right.
But he wants to build for the future at the same time.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
It looks like he's going in that direction. But again, until we take the field, I got nothing.
My take on Chucky, following him all these years from the very beginning, his type of personality, I honestly believe that he feels that they can win now with the defense they have. I don't see him as a guy, I don't think he has the patience to say, I'm building for the future. I think he always wants to win now. And I think he's confident to go forward without an overpaid guy who, if you want to break it down, look at the stats. His numbers have been going down for the past 2.5 seasons. It's not like he was surging. He's going down. The sacks have been going down. It is what it is.
Right. He's getting double teamed every play. He's getting older in age.
Yeah.
And look, for all how great he was, we were the 23rd ranked defense with him.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Yo guys, it's Ken, Monster Mash, Jersey. I just wanted to say, rough game last night, really rough game, and it is what it is. First game, you know what? It's the Rams. They're built to be a juggernaut, and they ran right through us, literally. And the only thing we can do is get back in the film room and practice the field and figure out a way to change this mistake. Carr was off. Carr looked shaky. He looked like he just was a little shaken up, and that's all right. You know what? Every quarterback's allowed to have a bad day. I'm still a Carr believer. He's a good player. I'm glad he's my quarterback. Marshawn Lynch, that run was dope. That run was beast mode. That was great. That was the highlight of the game. And then Jared Cook just lightened it up, and sounds like that was the game plan. Anyway, I just wanted to say one thing, kind of a compliment. Chuck, you and I speak sometimes, and we talk about different podcasts out there and what we listen to, and the thing about it is everybody has a choice on what they listen to and what kind of negative outlooks they allow and positive outlooks, and I want to say that with you and with Murph and you guys are really positive. You guys are going to turn things to positive. I'm glad that I can put the podcast on as I commute and feel like I'm not going to be down. I'm not going to be sad about it because and I reach out to these podcasters and I put my 2 cents out there because I like what you guys put out there. And it's not like you're making the Raider Nation feel down and negative, and it's like move forward. It's week 1. It's the first game of the week, and you got some people just writing these boys off. Even on the Twitter feed last night or the Facebook feed, people are just ready to jump off the cliff. It's like, you know what? It's the first game. Get over it. Let's move forward. Anyway, I just want to say thanks for the positivity. You guys rock. Literally rock and roll, man. I love it. And I got to ask about Skittles, Tom. What's up with your boy Skittles? How you like them apples? All right, guys. Take care. Raider Nation, bring on Denver. Peace.
All right, so as things go in podcast land, when it's 3 guys who've never done podcasts before, trying to run technical equipment and all that jazz, we had some technical difficulties. Our interview with JT was cut off towards the end, and we started over, and the whole second half of what we recorded is inaudible. So anyway, JT, thanks for coming on, and I'm going to wrap up this podcast now with our good friend and Black Hole member, Chris Potts. What's going on, Chris?
Not much, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing pretty good. So, as these things go, we're going to have to work out a structure on these podcasts because, we record a show on, Friday night, and then there's a game on Monday, and our show comes out Friday. It's kind of we got to figure out how we're going to do this because we're talking about a football game that hasn't happened yet, and now me and you are on, and we've had a football game happen.
Yeah, we had one crazy football game that happened.
We did have one crazy football game happen, and I guess me and you get to talk about that a little bit while I'm in my kitchen cooking dinner.
Yeah, well, we had a good half of football.
we did have a good half of football, man, and I think there's some positives to be taken out of that game.
There is. I mean, everybody's killing the defense because everybody's still upset about the whole Mac thing, but the defense didn't play bad. Yeah.
No, they didn't. Look, the defense didn't play bad. The defense was in the game. The second half comes around, and again, the defense cannot play for 35 minutes.
They got gassed.
Yeah, no defense is meant to be out there on the field that long.
No, not at all.
Defense did good. There's no pass rush. That's what everybody, of course, because they're all thinking about Mac. Oh, there's no pass rush. Listen.
Yeah.
You know what? When it's 2-2, 3-2, you're not going to see a pass rush, guys. Not when you got Gurley in the back there. There's no pass coming. All right.
Yep.
Yeah. The pass rush is designed for, first and long. Even though first down, that's going to be a run play. You want a second and long, and you want to get into that quarterback. But when they got 2 yards to go, and they got arguably the best running back in the league back there.
Yep.
You shouldn't be looking for a pass rush because they're not passing the ball.
Yeah.
We did have some, we had some good moments though. Defense looked good.
I mean, the thing is people don't get is that's a championship team right there that we played. Like they're virtually built to be in the NFC Championship, whether they win it or not, but
the Rams are stacked. They're stacked. And not just on the field, but on the sideline. They're stacked. That's a stacked team.
Oh yeah.
I had hopes that we could win for one reason. We were playing them week 1 at home.
Yeah, exactly.
If I saw that team on the schedule week 6, I'd be really scared. But week 1 at home, we had a chance. And look, we controlled the game in the first half. We didn't get way out in front of them, which would have been nice. But we did control the tempo of the game. We controlled the clock, and that's the biggest part. What happened at halftime?
You know what? It's the bonehead plays by Carr. He does it.
I agree.
He does it every time. When that pass should have never been thrown. He just throws it up, doesn't even care, and he throws it right to the guy. Like you getting paid all that money, and you're supposed to be a franchise quarterback. You don't make plays like that. That was a lazy throw.
I don't mind Derek Carr taking 50-50 shots deep.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
And I don't mind that. But, lobbing the ball up in the air to, just throwing it into a defender's arms. Here's my thing. And I got so upset about this that I actually called in a couple of other podcasts and left voicemails, even though I have my own podcast. I can't wait a week. I can't wait till we record again. I got caca on my mind.
Yep.
Raider Nation has to stop making excuses for Derek Carr this season.
100% fully agree.
He's not injured, right? He better not be injured. As far as I know, he's not injured.
He's a little banged up, Gruden said, but I don't know.
Look. You know what? Aaron Rodgers was a little banged up, too. He went out there and won a football game on one leg.
Yeah, exactly.
Todd Downing Jr., as far as I know, is no longer our offensive coordinator.
Yep.
So those excuses were fine last year, right? We all made them. Okay,
yes.
We don't have those excuses anymore. So what's the problem? What I saw was the guy come out in the second half who was seeing pressure that wasn't even there, and releasing the ball and not looking downfield, not seeing what was open. He was scared. He looked like he was completely razzled, and I think a lot of it was he made a couple of big boneheaded mistakes, and then it just stayed in his mind. He was beating himself up. Look, here's what I said to several people today, and what I said on the voicemails I left to the other shows. People love Derek Carr, all right, and they love Derek Carr because he's a stand-up guy. He doesn't, he wears a white T-shirt under his clothes. He doesn't fart or pick his nose. He's got he's a nice guy. Doesn't fight.
He's a family guy.
Doesn't say the F word. I'm sure his lawn is well manicured. And this is a guy that you want, as your next door neighbor.
Yes.
Or maybe not my next door neighbor. I probably want him a couple of houses down because I don't want to get preached to, and he doesn't want to be my neighbor. But this is a guy you want in your community. Okay, all those are all fine attributes for a person. I want you to go out there and win football games. That's all I care about. I don't care. Listen, I don't care if you're a pot smoking, pill popping pagan, right? If you go out and win football games, right? I do have certain lines that I'll go, okay, I'm a dog lover. Michael Vick's not going to play for my team, whatever. But
yeah, exactly.
But Derek Carr, I don't care if he's a good guy. If he can't go out, if he's going to go out there and see ghosts, and that's what he was doing. He was seeing ghosts. There was no pressure. He still had time. And it's infuriating, man. And I don't know how they fix that because it's all mental. Physically, he's still able to get out there and throw the ball. He's physically able to go out. And how do you fix this mentally?
Yeah, look at the first half. He was throwing to Jared Cook and he was getting some, but his throws, he was putting them on the money, like where they had to be and not where the defender was. Well, second half he comes out and he's just like, he's out of his mind, terrible. He was like, 9 for 15 or something?
Yeah.
It was.
Somebody, look, first half, I'm not necessarily sure I like him passing 25 times.
No, he passed a lot the first half, but yeah.
But it worked, all right? And then, I don't know if maybe that pick at the end of the first in the end zone, did that eat him up? Dude, you got to be able to get over this. This kid on the Jets, he goes out and throws a pick right out of the gate, and then comes back and puts 48 points on the board.
His defense helped him a little bit, but he after that pick six, he didn't do anything else to screw up the game.
He didn't go out there like he was a deer, in the headlights. And that's what
not at all.
At. He looked, I don't know, man. You know what my wife said? Marshawn Lynch needs to go pick Derek Carr up and take him to the hood in Oakland, a couple blocks west of the Coliseum, and just hang out with him for a night and say, you ain't got nothing to be scared of, bro. Like this is the real world right here. This is like, you know, you want to be scared, come hang out down here for a couple of weeks, you know.
Exactly, man.
But yeah, it sucks, man. But here's the thing: I'm not giving up, right?
Me either.
The kid's got the potential to be a good quarterback. But look, bro, you're making $25 million a year now. You have to be a good quarterback. We paid you as if you were already an elite quarterback, and I was against that. I wasn't a Derek Carr guy. I wasn't buying into it. 2015, okay, maybe he only threw 13 picks. That's 13 picks too many. I wasn't all in on him then. And then 2016, I kind of came around. I was like, all right, this guy. And the reason I came around was because he had some fight in him. Because we were down in a lot of those games, and it never seemed to phase him. He seemed to come out and in fourth quarter, just like, you know what, we're going to rally the troops, and we were winning on the road. And then last year we made a lot of excuses, which I thought were valid excuses. But it seems like he's still being haunted.
Yeah, last year with that stupid offensive coordinator, it still aggravates me. They screwed him all up. Bad, very bad. So we made the excuse for that. But all this little stuff, the way he lazily threw he was so lazy throwing those passes. Like, they were like perfect, like picks. Like, it's like you handed it off to him, like handing off to a running back. You just went like, here, take it. Like, he just, I don't know what he was thinking. But that's us doing it. He could have saw something else on the field. That's us, watching, but.
Well, what he could have seen on the field was the several times that Jordy and Cooper were open. But he wasn't looking down the field. That's the problem.
Yeah.
He's seeing ghosts, man. He's literally seeing pressure that isn't there. And he's got to stop that, man.
And anytime anyone gets near him, it's like, he's like done. He's shut.
Otherwise, what's going to happen is next year he's not going to be on a football team. And then we're really in the rebuilding mode, which I don't think that's where we are right now. People are talking about it. I don't think we're rebuilding. Why do we have all these players that are over 30 years old if we're trying to rebuild? Right?
Yeah, you don't rebuild with veterans.
No. But we're going to be rebuilding if we don't have a quarterback. And if this goes on, look, I'm like this. There is no excuse to lose the next 3 games. The next 3 games are games that if we can't win in Denver, right? And I don't care, they beat the Sea Chickens. Who cares, right? That's not an accomplishment,
and not by much either. So it's not like
the offense on the Seahawks is Russell Wilson. That's it. It's not, and that last touchdown that Denver scored was a give me. That was BS anyway. So if we go into Denver and we don't win that game, and it's because the only reason we're not going to win is because of Derek Carr at this point. Which I hate to say. I hate to say it. I like the kid. But you got to go out and lead the team. You got to do it for 4 quarters, and you got to win football games.
Yeah, well, I'm done. I'm not making any excuses for him anymore. So it's like, that's already done and over with. The first couple of years you could do that. But what are we talking about? 5 years now? It's like, come on.
We paid him a lot of money, man. I don't want to be like the 49ers paying this kid who wins 5 games at the end of the season when they were completely out of the playoff picture, going up against teams like the Rams, right? The Rams, these guys aren't even trying. They're not even putting in their starters to play against Jimmy Garoppolo because who cares? We don't care if we lose those games. And then they throw a bunch of money at this kid. I don't want to be like that. We threw a bunch of money at you, Derek Carr, because we had faith in you. You got a coach that has faith in you. You got a quarterback coach with faith in you. You got a coordinator with faith in you. You got to go out and get it done. That loss on Monday night on primetime is on your shoulders. Now, it's not. we really, the odds were stacked against us in that game. Period.
Oh, big time.
The Rams are an amazing team, but you can't just go out there and take a dump
like that after the first half of competing with them.
Well,
that's the thing I don't get.
Yeah, we were dictating that game in the first half.
Oh,
so
they really were. They were winning at the line of scrimmage. Yeah. They were doing everything that you're supposed to do against a team like that.
Right.
And to just totally piss down your leg after half. So, that's what they did.
So let's look at the positives, man. The O-line. The O-line. Colton Miller, the penalties, they're no good. But, hey, you know what? He did what it took. He wasn't getting blown off the line by Donald and Sue, right?
No. I mean, he's going to take his lumps. He's going to take his lumps like everyone else. That's rookie.
But it's a big boy, man. That's a big boy. But he held his own. And, obviously the interior is still awesome. Donald Penn did not seem like he was, everybody was acting like he was going to go out there and line up backwards, facing the wrong direction because he didn't know what to do on the other side of the center.
I don't know. I don't understand the experts on that. He's moving to right tackle. It's not like he's they're not moving him to safety, for God's sakes.
I know, it's ridiculous. They were even like, it's like brushing your teeth with the wrong hand. I'm like, no, it's not.
No.
It's like getting out of bed on the other side. It's a little awkward, the first couple of days, but you're not chopping up onions with the left hand when you're right-handed. It's not the same thing. He did fine. The guy's a veteran. He's a great football player. He did a great job.
Definitely.
The line held. And hey, man, our secondary, amazing. I was impressed, man. I think, and what I really like is, they changed things up a bit, man. The offense, no. If you're expecting to see some magical stuff you've never seen before out of John, that's not what John Gruden does, right? He's going to run the ball. He's going to control the tempo. He's going to come out and they're like, oh, why not more shots to Cooper? Well, because that wasn't the game plan. Look, the game plan was to take advantage of the one soft spot in the Rams defense, which is their linebackers, right? Which is their secondary. And, other than, they got the two corners that are amazing, right? So we're going to utilize Cook. That's the way it goes. And then they adjusted for that, okay? And then at that point, we go, all right, if you're going to put your best corner on our tight end, then we're going to open up downfield, which is what we should have done. And I think, according to Gruden, that was in the plan. It just didn't happen. We didn't go that.
It didn't happen.
Somebody was throwing lobs to guys wearing the wrong color uniform. But we're on to the positive stuff now. So I did, look, Marshawn Lynch, great half, man. I mean, that was beast mode in full effect. And then seeing guys like Jackson, all these guys come in and just push bodies to push Lynch right into the end zone, man. It's amazing stuff. And
that was a real good positive. But the thing I don't get is I heard Gruden's response today. He said Marshawn was gassed. He was done. The guy never gets gassed. So how do you keep him out of the game that long?
Yeah, I don't know. He said he was dealing with some kind of illness or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Maybe he was extra tired then. If he wasn't feeling well, then maybe he was extra tired then. I didn't hear that.
But even outside of the runs, I mean, the dude was all over the field when he was in. He was blocking. He was running through people's faces, doing what he does. It's, I don't know. I did hear that he, there was some kind of illness going on, but
maybe that was it.
But Lynch didn't, Obviously, Lynch didn't lose that game for us. He put, the only touchdown on that board was from Marshawn.
Yeah, exactly. And every yard that he gained was pretty hard, and he fought for it.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're going to bring him down, you got to bring him down. It's not, he's not going to fall over on you.
And you know me, you know me, I'm not a Lynch guy.
Yeah.
I'm not fully a Lynch guy, but when I've given him his due, he fought for every yard that game.
Right.
When he was in, so.
Right.
So
and Jared Cook, man, obviously that was part of the plan, but he had a hell of a night, man.
Yeah, he wasn't used like that last year.
No.
Not at all.
No. We went in with a plan. Look, where's the one soft spot, right? And we went for it, and it worked.
Yep.
And we would have liked to have gotten more out of it. It didn't happen, But look,
nope.
There's the one thing that to take away from this is that the Raiders, we don't look like last year's Raiders.
Yeah.
There's stuff happening, and look, I know Gruden, man. If they don't figure out a way to get himself out of his own head, he'll be gone. We're here to win football games, and I don't want to see that happen. I want the kid to be a Raider, but he needs to toughen up.
Yeah, he does, and they asked Gruden that today at his presser about that, and he goes, after this, I'm going in there to talk to him about it. So he's not going to pull any punches. He's not going to dance around the subject, the issue, or whatever. He's going to go and ask him.
The one thing that I didn't like was watching the game last night, or Monday, and watching the sideline. There was a point where after one of those picks, I don't remember which one, a car ran off the field, and he ran up to Gruden, and Gruden didn't say anything to him. And I would have much rather seen Chucky lay into him. That's what Chucky does, man. Don't lay into this kid when he screws up, and he didn't do that, which is something I would have. It's something I deserved it, So
anyway, he used to do it to Gannon. He used to do it to Gannon all the time.
Absolutely.
He would tear him a new one, left side, right side, everywhere.
Maybe he knows Carr and he knew Gannon, and maybe he knows that that's not the way to
two different people.
Yeah.
Two different.
Yeah. Maybe I don't know, but I would, if I was standing there, I would have been cussing at him like I'm sure a bunch of people in the stands were. But
you know me, man, I would have went off because I was that first pick, the lazy one, the lazy throw. I was I would have been out of my mind.
Yeah. But
I mean, that type of throw, you either throw it to where the receiver is, or you throw that out of bounds.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
Just not in the field.
Nah,
play. I don't know.
It was just bad.
Yeah.
Bad quarterback play, man. Which
that's what it came down to, really. I mean,
it was
everybody's ripping the defense play. And defense. It wasn't really. It wasn't a defense.
This is on Derek Carr's shoulders, man. The defense shouldn't be out there that long.
Nah, not at all. And they held their own when they could, but he was driving them on those drives. They could have scored, and he threw interceptions.
Yep. Yeah. So, well, man,
but it is what it is. It is what it is.
I don't want to keep harping on it, man. Let's wrap this up. Thanks for closing out the show with me.
No problem.
And Sunday, the Black Hole, New Jersey, will be in full effect at the Irish Cottage Inn in Hamburg, New Jersey. We got a new member the other night, actually. So,
did you?
Yeah, we did. Guy came in with Martin, actually.
Nice.
He was there Monday night, man, for the game. So we had a few of us there, local guys. So. I'm
giving cards out left and right. I just found a new one the other day. New fan the other day. He's originally from Los Angeles.
Oh, nice,
and,
nice, yeah.
Yeah, he lives right over in Jefferson. So
yeah, there's a lot of us transplants here. So
yeah.
So anybody listening, man, if you're in New Jersey, if you're in North Jersey especially, Irish Cottage Inn, that's the place to be. New Jersey chapter of the Black Hole, official. And
yeah, it's all silver and black.
That's right. We will be there Sunday and every other game. So
yep.
That's it. You've been listening to the Fan Club Blitz, and we'll call it a night.
You got it. Later.
All right.
Peace.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, you got it, Jeff. Bye.
All right. Later.